Hey everybody, starting to get real exciting because I have seedlings coming up really consistently across a whole bunch of different things. And I just counted all the different types of plants that I am seeding this spring inside, and I am growing about 24 different types of plants, which I think is really cool, between vegetables and flowers. And so I want to show you the seedlings, how they're doing. I am just very, very happy because they're really consistent. The ones that I've had trouble with, I've been able to figure out solutions and get them to come up. And I'm learning so much, and it's just been a joyful process because every time I research and I follow directions and I retry and I just keep on going, a lot of the same lessons apply no matter what I'm trying to grow. I just absolutely love doing this, and the seedlings are just so darn cute. So I can't wait to show you here. She's not supposed to be on the couch, but there she is on the couch. So down in the basement, I have a bunch of different things in front of our awesome window, which overlook our flower beds outside. And this is going really well. So in the basement, the temperature is a little bit cooler. I've been able to move things down here that are definitely more cool tolerant. And also I have been utilizing the ceiling fan, which is something that it just never occurred to me to utilize in the past. So I'm really happy with this because I've been able to keep good airflow going. And the seedlings are looking really great. So this tray just started to emerge today. Look at how consistent that is. And they are so happy. This tray is bachelor buttons. So these are gorgeous blue flower, great for cut flowers. Never have grown before. Really happy with how those are coming along. This is my tray of bells of Ireland. The ones that have come up look really good in my opinion. First time growing these. I did reseed some. I've got some emerging, but I am noticing some dampening off happening again. This tray just doesn't like me, so I'm going to put more hydrogen peroxide on those. This is my very first time growing cauliflower. They look pretty darn happy, best I can tell. Really, really loving how they're turning out. Really consistent, not lots and lots of volume here. And there's two different varieties going on. Here on this tray, I forget what everything is here. I think this is my stock. Yeah, these are my stock flowers. They seem real happy. They've been looking good since the get-go. These are my orange California poppies. First time growing those. Really, really happy with how they're looking. This tray I just planted this week of sweet peas. So it's my first time growing the classic gorgeous sweet peas. I've got one popping up. I'm sensing some moisture. I'm looking at the tray here and I'm seeing a little bit of fuzz coming up, like mold. So because the soil blocks are so darn moist, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep this lid on, but just adjust it a little bit so that there's some airflow. So offset it just a tiny bit. These are the ranunculus, looking great. Look how big this one is. So happy. So these are about ready to put out on the front porch, and I am excited to do that. So this weekend, that is my plan, is to get out there, switch out the holiday decor, and put these out and see how they do. Right here I have my Lingholm poppies. These are blue poppies. So it's my very first time growing these. Excited to see what they do. Haven't come up yet, and that's just fine. I just planted them. And then over here, these are my other tomatoes I did not upgrade to the solo cups. I want to keep them in the tray to keep their growth moderated. I don't need them to do anything more. These are kind of like my overflow, and they still look really happy, really gorgeous. The salvia is looking great. I could even upgrade these, but I think I'm just gonna opt to leave them in the tray. They're looking really happy. And my snapdragons just emerged. Yesterday they started popping out. Look how consistent that is. A lot of consistent seedlings coming out depending on the variety. Like I've got one variety here, another one there, another one here and here. This section was a little dried out by the window, so I'm hoping more will sprout, but they're looking real good. Come on, let's go to the sunroom. Hi, baby. All right, so in the sunroom, everybody's real happy. Check out these tomatoes. Look how consistent they are. I've got a lot of great height on these. They jumped up and out of the solo cups as soon as I transplanted them. Love to see that. It just tells me they're real happy with where they're at. And when I say they're consistent, I keep saying that. I'm just seeing a lot of the same behavior from them where they've got similar height. They are looking really vigorous. I don't see a lot of them looking unhappy, which just tells me that what I'm doing is working, which is so encouraging. Here in this tray, these are our peppers and more cauliflower. Those cauliflower are looking really good. Peppers are a little slow to emerge. Just keeping them moist, making sure they have a lid. And just today, we have newly emerged cabbage. This is my very first time growing cabbage. Aren't they cute? Oh, they're so cute. So they are on this side. And on the right side are celosia. And if you're not familiar, they're just a gorgeous textural foliage type of a flower. They are so beautiful. And so I'm trying to do them for the first time this year. And I'm seeing a lot of nice emergence. But I noticed, because this is a very moist tray, I had a dome on it. The soil is very, very moist and heavy from soil blocking. I saw dampening off big time. So every single one of these seedlings had fuzz on them coming out of the ground. And I'm like, ah, crap. So I've learned from my bells of Ireland, you have to do hydrogen peroxide to sterilize. And I just did that today. So far, they're looking like they're going to rebound. I'm still seeing a lot of what I would call vigor. Like they look bright, they still seem happy, but crossing fingers, they're actually gonna come up and out. My white Angelonia, I absolutely love Angelonia. Check this out. Look at all those little itty bitty sprouts. Woohoo! There's a lot of them. All those little green dots. So this was the experiment I did where one tray I had the dome. This was the tray I did not have the dome on. I got nothing. And they say to grow these on the drier side. But since I have noticed such a difference and the dome did a great job getting these out of the ground, now just today I added the dome to this set and I made sure the soil blocks get watered again because they dried out more. So I'm hoping these will just come up a tad later, giving them the conditions they seem to like based on my A/B test. This is my tray of aster. Aren't they cute? They're doing great, no issues, looking great. So I've got one variety on this side and then another one here. These are a little slower to come out, so just waiting and watching. My sunflowers, I reorganized and moved all the ones that sprouted off to the end. And then I redid my soil blocks up here and I put a different variety in called Caramel Hybrid. I think they're like a caramel color. And so these I'm just waiting for them to come out. Rudbeckia, which are different varieties of Black-Eyed Susan cousins. They don't generally like me. I'm really happy they are coming up and out. They were a little slow to emerge. And I decided to put a dome on them just because I think in the environment of the sunroom with the fan going, that seems to be working for a lot of the plants to help it along. This is a new tray of Canterbury bells, blue dropmore, and something I can't pronounce, but I call it tiny white daisies. That's my name. So just waiting for these to come up. It's very moist, a real nice domed tray. hoping for the best. Now, the thing I've been most frustrated by that I made a different video about is the Mexican sunflower. So if you've been following along, I cannot wait to show you this. We have a victory. Woohoo! This is the tray that I reseeded just this last week. And I was going, gosh, what the heck did I do wrong? And my hypothesis was that I didn't plant the seeds deep enough because I re-looked at the packet and I was sure that it didn't go an inch deep like it said. They're really a deep seed. Look at this. So this whole half right here is Mexican sunflower, and only one of them was from the original batch, this one here, so that one's doing good. All of these other ones just came up this week after the replant, so I am feeling like a winner. Woohoo! And they are just happy as can be. So that was the trick. Make sure you check your instructions for planting, folks. You got to look at the depth. That is my big lesson and reminder. Always look at that planting depth. But aren't these cool? I've never gotten this far before with them. And these are amazing plants, so I am feeling so happy about that. And introducing for the very first time at Musongland Farm, we have Brussels sprout babies. Aren't they cute? These are Brussels sprouts. Really, really happy with how they are looking. They just seem really, really vibrant. Doing great. And last but not least, I am just crossing fingers and waiting for this lovely container of Sunfinity sunflowers. I think that's what they're called. Yeah. Sunfinity sunflowers to emerge. So crossing fingers, just babying them. I only have 5 seeds. They're a little more spendy, but these are like the golden ticket. These are the ones that are supposed to be this amazing like bush-like plant that you can do tons of cut flowers with, and they're prolific all season long. So I'm really, really hoping that it pans out and they like me and we can just have a ball this season. Well, that's it for the seed tray garden tour inside. Keep y'all posted like I have been. Just trying to stay on top of things and enjoy the season. I have a feeling I'm going to be planting stuff out earlier than usual. Just going to keep watching the temps. It has been such a mild winter, such a warm season here. So I hope to take full advantage, and I could not be more excited.